Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry, and this is Finish It Friday Quilt Chat. What? Yes, it is Finish It Friday, but we're going to do Monday Quilt Chat at the same time. So this video may be a little bit long. If you don't like long videos, cut it in half. Find a convenient place to stop and pick it up again later. But be sure and pick it up again later. That's important. So I won't be here next to Monday. I could not figure out any way that I could film, edit, and upload a video while not here. There is a way to do it. We did it when we go away for the whole month of February in past years, which we didn't do this year. But it's a lot of hauling around. So I decided to just go ahead and combine the two so that you don't miss one or the other. And I will have a video next Wednesday too. I'll talk to you about that later. I have been working on Hazel's hat, the Lori Holt haberdashery / Millie's Dresses fusion quilt that I invented. I am working on the outer border. I am making the pickets for the outer border. However, I'm not going to use a picket one after the other. Well, there will be stretches of these pickets, but it's not going to go all the way around every side of the quilt. They will just be incorporated into the final border of the quilt. So still working on that, but I decided to go ahead and make these, and then at some future time I'll tell you how that's all going to go together, because I don't even think I know myself. I have an idea, but you know, I need to refine that idea. Wednesday. Oh, and I did want to tell you that I did work on that denim romper. I did get it the way she wanted it. I probably should bring that over here. Hold on just a second. Okay. So I think you saw this where I put this on the back. She wanted one of the scallops along the back. So I did that. And then I think the last time I showed you it, we had some little pieces here kind of going on a curve to mimic that scallop design. But we decided to just put some right inside the pocket here instead. So it looks like this. Okay. And then I did end up putting a pocket, a patch of the quilt on one of the front pockets. And I had to sew that right through the pocket so that pocket can't be used anymore, but she still has this one. And then both of these are usable. But then on the back, I had this on each pocket, but she wants this on one pocket. So I need to ask her if she wants me to truly take this off or what. Anyway, I worked on that, as I said I was, after I got started with this week. So that is that. Then I went to the quilt kit. The quilt kit took up most of Monday and Tuesday getting that finished, because I wanted to have a completed video for the fabric cut and for you. That way, you know, it would be all together, all cohesive. So I had to just kind of plow through and get this quilt done. If you haven't seen this quilt, I showed it on this Wednesday's video. A quilt kit that the Fabric Hut sent me to put together. And then also I have a free one. Not just a pattern, but everything to make the quilt top, the backing, and the binding. So $140, even on sale, it's $140, $138 something. So use the link in that video to get you one. And then I'm also giving away that one that they gave me to give away. Not the one I made. I can keep it if I want. And then the other kit is up for grabs in a drawing. So all you have to do is comment on Wednesday's video, and then eventually I will draw a winner. People are still commenting on it, so I don't want to cut it off too soon. So soon, but not just yet, not today. I'm not picking the winner today. I still haven't heard from the winner, the second pull of the seam guide. So that person hasn't contacted me yet, so I might be doing that again too. I don't know. So if you're watching this video and you didn't see me do that on Monday, go to the end of this week's Monday's video and you'll see if your name is there. I can't remember the name. If I think of it, I'll have it put up here. What else? Yes, I'm making these pickets. This is what I've been doing since Wednesday's video came out. Let's see. I did work on the long arm project a little bit also. I worked a couple hours on that. Like I said before, it's going to take a while for that to be done. Slow process, but I'm enjoying it, so that's all that matters. No hurry for that. So I went to the P.O. box and was pleasantly surprised that many of you had sent in Blues Batiks blocks. So I have a pile of those to go through with you, and I'll give you the first name and where you're from state-wise and show your blocks. They're all gorgeous. I love them all. And these two are from Dolores in Mississippi. Nice contrast there. And then these ones are from Debbie in California. And Debbie did several. She did some like this. And then, yes. Well, actually, those are different, aren't they? So, some like this. And then some like... There's another one of those. Oh, this one's a little bit different. That's what I love about batiks. It's like they're just so different no matter what you do. And then those. So she sent a nice bunch. If I don't end up using all of these in this quilt, I will use some of them in the next quilts. We'll just see how the colors go together and what I need to make it look nice. And then... this is Annette from California, and she made quite a few. Not all of her fabrics are batik, but mostly. I think they'll fit in. And who knows, maybe in a future quilt, I'll ask for some other type of fabric. She got busy and did a bunch. Now you don't have to do but one. But if you want to send more, that's fine too. I have not got anything even close to the same one as has already been sent. It's just amazing. This one is from Kayleen of Alabama. And she also said Gus, her mini cockapoo, and she wished us happy sewing. Thank you for that note. Love blues and greens. And then this is Debbie from Cedar Lake, Indiana. I wonder where that is in relation to me. I've not heard of Cedar Lake. And then this one is from Allie from California. Hello, Allie! Allie was at the Sohya retreats with me. And then this one is from Susan. My friend Susan from California. Susan sends me emails sometimes, real sweet. This one is from Barbara in Tennessee. Thank you for the nice note. Also, Barbara. And then these are from Jane in Pennsylvania. Let's see here. This one is from Deb in Iowa. Blues and green's my favorite. I promise I won't make the quilt all blues and greens. Let's see, make sure I get the right name with the right blocks. Mary from Florida. She sent a few. Love this one. Very pretty. I have one from Gina in Michigan. Let's see here. Looks like I have two from Earlene in Alaska. And last week I had in Alaska and I said Arkansas. Sorry. I studied my state abbreviations before I got on here today. No, I didn't really. I did look it up though. I did look that up just to make sure I didn't make the same mistake again. Cynthia from Tennessee. Okay. Here is Becky from Illinois. And she also sent me a nice note. Lots of you sent me nice notes. I appreciate that. I really do. And then, okay, this is a stack. These ones came from Bryant in Louisiana. Don't that look like Louisiana? It reminds me of Louisiana. They're all in these colors, look. Yep. And they're those two batiks, but I swear every one of them looks different. Pretty cool. Thank you. And we have Diane from Kentucky, Harrodsburg. Not too awfully far from me. And she also has two little critters that help her quilt. This is Biggle the cat. Because, you know, Biggle helped with this. And then JJ just listens to my videos. That's the doggy. Aren't they cute? Gotta have our critters, don't we? They sew with us too. Blue's not in here right now. He and Mark are taking a nap. So I didn't invite him out for this. This one is from Earlene in Alaska. Well, you sent me two, didn't you? In two different envelopes? Possibly? It's beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. I have to go back and look now. Yeah. The same Darlene. She just sent two different envelopes. Two Darlenes from Alaska and one mailing. That would be pretty unusual, wouldn't it? This is Catherine. Catherine's from Oregon. There's still quite a few. This one is anonymous. This one is from Karen in Texas. This one is from Jean in North Carolina. That's pretty. And this one as well. No, this one is from, hold on, I gotta look. This one is from Jean in North Carolina. And then this one is from, hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, it just says D. And I won't say your last name, but you probably know who you are. No, this is Idaho. Am I looking at it right? Jean in North Carolina and D in Idaho. Yes. Oh. And then this one is Bennett from New Jersey. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. They all are. Joseph from Virginia. I have a feeling that might be Debbie. Could I be right? If it's not, I'm sorry, Joseph. This one is Virginia from Illinois. This one is Patricia from Tennessee. And we have Carol from New York. All the way from New York. And just a few more. Joni from Nevada. Nevada, I've been told. Nevada, not Nevada. Jeannie from Missouri sent 2 blocks. And another block. She sent 3. No, this is Marge. This is Marge. Marge from Wisconsin. Thank you all so much. When I get back, I'm going to have to put a quilt together, I'm pretty sure. I think I've got enough. If not, I'll let you know. I don't know why my nose is itching today. We are headed out to go see the eclipse this weekend. Well, that's Monday. The weather is iffy. We have non-refundable reservations for our camper. So it's not going to rain, but there will be some high clouds. So we don't know what that's going to actually look like at 3-ish o'clock in the afternoon when the eclipse happens where we're going. So we're headed about an hour and 20 minutes north of where we live, and it's going to be right on that line. You know, you've probably seen maps of the big, you know, swath across the United States where it's going to be visible. But we're going to the little narrow line that goes right through it. So I'm really hoping that it turns out. If it doesn't, then I may have to hit some quilt shops in the area or something. But either way, I'll have time to do that because, you know, the eclipse only lasts for 20 minutes. I'm not even sure how long it lasts. So let's get to some of your all's finishes while we have some time to do so here. And let me get things pulled up so we can see what we got. All right. The first one that I have is from Becky. And this is called Wind Drifter. I finished this top last week. It's called Wind Drifter by Robin Pickens. It was a box quilt with the pattern and fabrics from a couple years ago. I remember seeing this. Yes. So you made one of those. That's Wind Drifter Love the blues and greens, of course. And then Becky also sent a string quilt that she made. She said, I made this string quilt with muslin for the base. It's just the top so far. Love the scrappiness of that. Yeah, muslin's a good base for that. Some people use interfacing, or you don't have to use anything really. You can just sew your strings together and trim. But it does give you a little bit of stability there when you sew down those strips. And then we have one from Sun-Dyed Carol. This is the Chandelier Quilt. It's a free pattern by Lila Boutique. Many of you have made this pattern. I'd like to make it. I haven't so far. Jenny Doan and Donna Jordan both have videos showing how to make it. And she says she made hers a little bit bigger, so it's 72 by 94. Yeah, good size. I used my hand-dyed fabrics plus some batiks that I have. I quilted it with a large loop-de-loop pattern. It was so fast to quilt and saved quite a bit of thread. And then she made a whole bunch of donation quilts for a homeless charity in Rhode Island, and that charity is Echo Village. She spent 2 days making and attaching quilt labels to all of them, and are hoping they go to good homes. Good for you. And sending those beautiful hand-dyed fabrics out into the universe. That's great. They will be appreciated, I am sure, especially in Rhode Island. Ernest. We haven't heard from Ernest in a while. Ernest has been busy on a big project over the past few months. He's had it done for a while, but he just got it back from the Longarmer. He says, I started and completed this last summer in 17 days. Yes, that's how Ernest operates. He goes into a project and he does it. And he said that's a long time for him. I bartered for the long arming with a friend because I knew I couldn't do it alone. I finally got it back last week and put the binding on it. The fabrics vary from Felicity, Figo, Moda, Benartex, Joann's, and others. The backing and binding is called Arabesque from PMB Textiles. The quilting is Honeybee Meander by Pro Stitcher, and the bees are cute as a button on the front and the back. It finished at 80 by 100. And he says, I recommend everyone do this quilt. You hone your 45-degree angle skills and overall precision. It's a lot, but it's worth it. I love how it turned out. And yeah, the Barnstar Sampler, that's what this is. And of course, you all have been following me doing that as well. And yes, there's a lot of honing of skills on that quilt. So it is a good exercise in quilting. And he says, as hard as it will be to let it go, it will be on my Etsy page soon for sale, Redbud Quilt Company. And I always have that link down in the description box if you want to go see if it's there. And he has included a picture, close-up of one of the bees, and they are cute. Let's see what else we have. Pam. This is her Sunburst pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It's done and ready to gift to our next door neighbors. Beautiful stars there. Nice effect. Nice pattern. You did a great job on that, and I see you free motion quilted it yourself. I'm sure your neighbor is going to love it. We have one from Dee Dee. She has completed her Quilt As You Go that we did together. I have a playlist on that series, and she completed hers, and I think she made hers 1 row longer. It was a true challenge, but it was worth it. And she's calling it Construction Completed. Was made with my brother in mind when I found the 5-inch squares I had from Darlene Michaud. Although he is no longer with us, I'll forever have this to remind me of the hard worker he was through his life. Aw. She used a lot of her fat quarters for the back, and it almost looks reversible. I say it does look reversible. She used, unlike the what I did, where, you know, I used the same fabric for all the squares on the back, she used a variety. So that way you get 2 quilts in one. Dolores has a very special project that she finished for someone. This was for her neighbor. And what happened is the daughter-in-law had the quilts that her mother-in-law had made, and she wanted to get them finished up. This particular quilt was just the blocks. So Dolores fashioned some sashing to coordinate with it, and quilted it and bound it for her. But she also did, if you see in the close-ups, the mother of the son had actually, she had done in pen, or maybe pencil, I don't remember, I did see it beforehand, where she had written her son's name, because this was a quilt for him. So Dolores went ahead and embroidered that on there, on those 2 blocks where she had practiced writing his name, and then the one block says, where it says Don K, it says Mom on there as well. So this is a very special quilt for her son now, and Dolores has also put a nice label on there to document exactly, you know, who made it, who it was for, and so on. So it's very important for family heirloom type quilts like that to have that information on there. And I think it turned out great. So these blocks are probably from, we don't know for sure, maybe, you know, could be 40s, 50s, 60s, we don't know. And I think she has another project going on right now, one of the other quilts that her neighbor gave her to finish. And then Kayleen has sent us some of her finishes. She's shown the top before, this one with the sewing machines on it, but she's got it quilted now. And it's a quilt machine kind of meander design on there. That turned out really cute. That was a perfect quilt pattern to pick for long arming. Very nice. I like it. And then she made these pouches, the ones with the strawberries there. Very cute. She said something about them. These are from Center Street Quilts and are called the Stella pouch. So nice. Yeah, I'm glad you shared that again so that we could see that. So you can do all kinds of cool things with pantographs, edge-to-edge quilting to coordinate right with the fabrics that are in your quilt. And then the last one I have is from Pat. She says, I finally got the binding on and hung on wall. I saw a similar quilt on the Quilting Life and had flower garden hexagons made, so used my scrap 2.5-inch squares, very cheerful colors for spring, which we're getting a day here and there in the Pacific Northwest. Pat from Washington State. That's very, very cute. Very cute. Nice scrappy quilt. And you see her idea there for hanging. She just is using a curtain rod with the clip type of curtain rings. And you can hang your quilts up like that pretty easily and inexpensively. I love it. I love Scrappy. Great job, Pat. Great job, everyone. Everyone did so, so good. I was going to go ahead and show the quilt of the week right quick. And that way we won't have skipped one. And this is called Lone Star Medallion. I'll put a picture right here. It's 40 by 40 by Janice Jones of Tucson, Arizona. 2 design sources, a Helen Frost class and time spent on EQ8 helped Janice design this quilt. It's machine pieced, enhanced by hand and machine applique, and had a challenge with the applique of the diamonds. Janice worked with Chris Neifeld, the machine quilter of the project, included in the Quilt Fiesta Show, Tucson, Arizona, and 2020 Virtual AQS Quilt Parade. And the patterns are Royal Palace applique by the Electric Quilt Company, Lone Star Sparkler pattern, All-Star Quilts 10 Strip Pieced Lone Star Sparklers by Helen Frost and Blanche Young by C&T Publishing. Lone Star Medallion. That is one fancy Lone Star, if you will. Love, love all the deep purple colors, and with that bright green in there, I love it. Ooh, all that applique. It's gorgeous though, and the quilting turned out great. Nice, nice. More quilt goals, more quilt goals. Okay, that will be it. Remember, I won't be here on Monday. I do have something planned for a Wednesday video. I should be able to get that accomplished in time to come out Wednesday morning. And so you can look for that. I won't tell you what it is, but it's just something kind of different. And it's one of those side projects you can do while you're kind of in limbo between projects or just want to do something different. All right, so have a great week. I'll see you next Wednesday, and until then, try to find something to sew, get your projects out, start a new project, do something in your sewing room this week. All right, have a great one, and we'll see you soon. Bye.